Hey everyone, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this Megan Fox inspired makeup look. I came across this photo online and I really loved the red lip and just the overall sultriness of the look. So I just really wanted to recreate it and I hope you guys liked the video. Hey everyone, so starting off with a bare face, I'm going to be taking the IT Cosmetics No. 50 Anti-Aging Primer. Notice the blemish. Ugh. And I'm just going to be patting that all over my face and making sure to press it into the skin. It smells so good. Now for foundation, I'm going to be taking my fave of the moment, which is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'm in the color Sand, and I've just been loving this foundation lately. It's got some good ingredients in it, it feels good on the skin, and it has great coverage, so I've been loving it. I'm just going to be dotting it all over my face, and then I'm just going to blend it out with a beauty blender. Here I'm just adding a little bit more coverage to certain areas, and then I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out with a beauty blender. Next, I'm just taking the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color Sand, and I'm just going to apply that to certain areas where I had a couple blemishes that I really wanted some extra coverage on. For concealer, I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, and a little bit goes a long way with this concealer. It gives you full coverage, but the color that I got also gives me some brightness, so not only am I going to put it under my eyes, but I'm going to put it in the areas that I would normally cream highlight in, just to brighten up those areas a bit. Now to set everything, I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. This is a translucent powder, and they do have a loose one, but this pressed version is relatively new, and I've been using it a lot lately. To warm up my complexion a little bit, I'm going to be taking this IT Cosmetics Ombre Bronzer, and I'm just going to be using the more matte bronzy side. Now to get that Kim K contour, I'm going to be using this Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Contour Kit, and I'm going to pick up the color Fawn because it's more of a gray toned contour color, and I like that it gives a more natural looking shadow under my cheekbones. For my nose contour, I'm just going to be using that same Fawn color, but just using a smaller brush to apply it with. To highlight in certain areas, I'm going to be taking the MAC Cosmetics Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Lightscapade, and I'm just going to run that in the middle of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, at the high points of my brows, and on my chin, just to give myself a little bit of a glow, but nothing too intense. Now to highlight the high points of my cheeks, I'm going to be taking this L'Oreal True Match Lumi highlighter in the color Golden. This product is new, so check out your local drugstores if you want to try it out. To add a little bit of flush to the cheeks, I'm going to be taking this Milani Cosmetics blush in the color Romantic Rose. Now for the brows. I know I never do my brows on camera anymore. I normally just skip through it because it's so tedious and it takes quite a bit of time to do, but I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade in the color Medium Brown. But first, we're going to get at these stray, crazy looking monster hairs that are just sticking up, and I'm going to trim them. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade and start to carve out my brows and fill them in. So notice how I'm using feather-like motions with the dip brow. You really want to use a light hand when using this, because if you go a little bit too heavy, your eyebrows can look a little bit too harsh. So definitely use feather-like motions and just really take your time with it. You don't have to get too crazy, and it'll look a lot more natural if you do take your time with it. I'm also trying to mimic brow hairs by using a flicking motion in the innermost part of my brow, and then I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit more of a heavy hand on the outer part of my brow, just so I can really carve it out and really create a nice looking tail for myself. Now to tame them, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel in the color Brunette. Here I'm just using some clear brow gel by Anastasia just to tame this baby hair situation we got going on. To clean them up a bit, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline, what is this? The Maybelline concealer, Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color Fair. I like it because it gives me a really nice highlight to my brow bone. But yeah, I'm just going to be taking this and I'm just going to be cleaning up my brows using a concealer brush. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going to be taking the MAC Painterly Paint Pot to even out the eyelid color. For shadow, I'm going to be starting off with the color Sheer Joy from the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette, and I'm just going to run that all over my entire eye area, just setting that base using my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. Using that same brush, I'm going to be picking up the color Warmth from the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette, and I'm just going to run that back and forth through my crease using it as a transition color. For my lids, because it looks like she has a very rosy toned but shimmery lid going on, I'm going to be picking up the colors Rose and Beige from the Lorac Pro 2 palette using this Coastal Scents shadow brush. For the crease, I'm going to pick up the color Light Brown from the Lorac Pro 2 palette using my MAC 217 brush. It doesn't look like Megan has anything in her crease, but she does have a little bit more depth than me, so I'm just going to be adding this color to add a little bit more depth to my crease. For the lower lash line, I'm going to apply the color Light Brown using my Sigma E30 pencil brush. Now for liner, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Color in the color Jet, which is just a super black gel liner. This stuff is legit. It is not gonna budge, and it takes a minute to get it off. But yeah, I love it. So I'm just going to run that through my waterline, and then we're going to move on to that upper lash line. Oh, and I guess I put it on the outer third of my lower lash line as well. Moving on to the upper lash line, I'm just going to smudge this right along that upper lash line. It doesn't look like Megan has a wing going on. It just looks like she has some black liner smudged on top. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to pick up the color Noir from the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette, and I'm just going to use that to help diffuse that edge a bit, just to make it look a little bit cleaner and a little bit more smudged but diffused. For mascara, I'm going to be using this IT Cosmetics Tightline Mascara. This just really gets to the base of your lash line and helps to really define them. For lashes, we're going to be rolling with the Cocoa Lashes in Goddess. I feel like Megan's lashes are very spiky and flared out, so I thought these would be perfect. Now for the lips, we're going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in Seraphine. This color is from her new Fall 2015 collection, and I love it. I've been dying to wear red lip lately, and this is the perfect opportunity to do so. it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll leave all the products that I used in this video down below in the description bar, along with my social networks if you guys want to follow me on any of them. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, I will leave that all down below for you. Leave me some comments on any video requests that you guys may have, celebrity inspired, or just any video requests that you have. Just leave them down below in the description bar and I will go through them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.